Hi guys, have you noticed that there's always a lot of videos with cute animals on the internet?
Like that, Mambo? A lot more, no, it's like that.
He's seen this show before, he's not a fan.
Of course, we love each and every one of them, but in today's video we decided to talk about the dogs. Why them? Well, because these fluffy things are easily trained, they communicate with man and can do incredible things indeed. Well, is it interesting for you to know what these four-legged creatures really are capable of? Then let's start. It's no secret that dogs are very intelligent animals. For good reason they're called man's best friend. These shaggy creatures are easily trained, and that's why they can even take care of themselves in different situations. For example, if their master suddenly forgot to feed the dog in time, it would gladly remind him of it, and it'll do it very politely. See for yourself. The animal calmly approaches the man holding its bowl in its teeth. We of course don't know if the speed of its movement depends on the degree of hunger, but it seems that it always behaves so well-mannered. Here is another example that these animals do really know what politeness, discipline, and iron self-control mean. Even when the pets are very hungry, they wait for the command and don't start eating until the master allows.
Posture. Posture.
There are many more dogs who want to eat in this video. Animals are hungry, and we can see it in their eyes. Just see how they examine each bowl. Nevertheless, none of the animals start eating before others and don't snatch food from their master. Ask why? Well, because they're very educated guys and used to the order. And a little more about self-control. When you look at this picture, you can only imagine how much effort was invested in the pet's education. In modern society, not all people, unfortunately, can behave this way. However, the pet's education doesn't end there. Meet these charming dogs named Jumpy and Dash. These fuzzy dogs not only follow orders, but also do it synchronously. It seems that such a show can only be seen on a special performance, but we told you that dogs can easily be taught something. Apparently, the owners of Jumpy and Dash are very fond of their pets, so today, these charming guys have become internet stars. And if you want to learn more about them, you can find many different videos with them. In the meantime, we suggest that you look at a small fragment from their training.
Good. Turn. Mark. Sit. Ready? Go. Go. Sit. Down. Bang. On your side. Bang. 2. Turn on. Turn. Get it out. Sit. Jumpy cover. Dash cover. Stay.
Do you know that dogs began to appear more and more in the world of sports? Well, more precisely in the world of canine sports. Nowadays, there are many different competitions for these animals, where pets receive cups, medals, and prizes. Any interested dog can participate, but it should ask his master's permission first. Let's see what kind of sports these lovely muzzles have already conquered. Meet the young and charming football player on 4 paws. The dog lives in Tokyo and loves to stand at the goalpost as a goalkeeper. Of course, it simply adores the delicious meal, but like a real athlete, the dog doesn't miss a single training session and does football about 15 minutes a day. The love for this sport and regular exercise has brought a tremendous success to the charmer. In 2015, the dog entered the Guinness Book of World Records, catching 14 goals in a minute with his paws. Dogs also haven't steered clear of surfing. Yeah, it's really hard to believe, but these animals actually get on the board to conquer the ocean's waves. There are some competitions among the 4-paw owners in different categories. Here everything is fair. Big dogs compete with the big ones, and small dogs compete with the smaller ones. Usually the GoPro camera is attached to the dog's surfs, so we can watch their happy muzzles' expressions. And even though the owners help their pets a little, this show looks very nice and funny.
Look at that, is that Hanzo yelling at Holly?
Saying, hey, come back here. They're both taking it into the beach, and now the difficult time is going to be up to the judges to score those rides out in the surf.
A dog who does parkour. This is something incredibly cool. Seems to us that the animal trained for a very long time to show such results. Well, not many people can do such tricks, much less the animals.
Parkour! Parkour!
look at what this pit bull's doing. We'd strongly recommend you to not get in contact with it. Well, you never know what could happen. And while other dogs show their talents in training and competitions, this creature got into the Guinness Book of Records simply because it can walk on its front or back legs for a longer time than the others. Of course, in order to achieve this result, this Pomeranian trained for a long time, but today, like all the other dogs on our list, it simply deserves a lot of affection, and of course, your likes. If you have a dog, then take a good look at it. Maybe your pet dreams of something more extreme than a walk in the park or a trip in the car with its tongue out the window. Still don't know what we want to tell you? Then you just better look. This bulldog skateboarder named Otto even got into the Guinness Book of Records. He skated inside a kind of tunnel which was built for it by the legs of 30 people. Charming Otto showed the whole world its skill, managing the skateboard and not crashing into anyone's leg. And maybe your pet has long dreamed of spending time with you alone under one parachute. Yeah, you got this right. We didn't mention the extreme sports topic in vain. What do you think about having a little flight in the sky with your furry friend? You think that it's impossible? Well, this dog thinks that nothing's impossible in this world, and that's why it floats in the air with its master. If you're worried that this is unsafe, then be calm. The dog has landed safe and sound. This training perfectly tempers the dog's character and increases stamina in different situations. We found another fluffy athlete who catches frisbees at an incredible speed. The speed of movement, the height of jumping, and the accuracy of hits really bewilders us. The dog has real talent. We didn't even always have time to follow the movements of these flying discs, and the animal has already caught them. Well, why are we talking? It's better just to look at this four-legged athlete with your own eyes. In this video, you can watch how police dogs are trained. Animals in the service always have some difficult tasks, and therefore their preparation must also be at a high level. The obstacle course is a set of difficulties that each dog must cope with. High rises in the hill, down the stairs, jump into a small hole, and that's not all that these fluffy animals are capable of. By the way, they pass all obstacles with incredibly high speed, which complicates the task several times. By the way, such obstacle courses exist not only for dogs in special services. A large number of pups are trained at home, while showing high results in such competitions. For example, pets that have just begun to take part in such events first go through a special thing. But don't think that it's very simple. After all, the dog must control its body well to cope with this task. As you have already understood, dogs compete in different sports, but few of you know that these animals even check who has a stronger grip of the mouth and the power of the bite. Of course, such competitions are held among fighters' breeds. After all, why do we need to know how strong a Chihuahua's bite can be? In order to identify the strongest among the large dogs, the animals scatter a little, make the highest jump and grab the hanging object with their teeth. It's hard to believe, but some dogs can stay in this position for more than 2 minutes.
Come on, you little me, huh? You little asshole cat sucker. You come on.
We've already told you that a dog is a man's best friend. This expression can be understood in different ways, but you can always count on this animal because it's known by its devotion and loyalty. The sheepdog at one of the performances demonstrated these qualities, in addition to the fact that the dog obediently follows any order of its mistress and repeats some movements after her. It can also provide her with medical assistance. The dog really tries very hard to do a heart massage and artificial respiration. Well, with such a friend, you won't be lost anywhere. Amazing gadgets, upcoming technologies, incredible inventions, and other cool stuff related to high tech on TechZone. Subscribe, you won't regret it. The link is on the screen and in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.